And you just said that you want your children to be able to realize their mission and their calling, and be sure that they have a global vision.
A global vision.
Am I interpreting that correctly?
Right.
Okay.
I think you can teach someone their history and about the ancestors and the importance of continuing a culture and legacy without being cemented in that culture. Does that make sense?
Of course, yes.
I love the South. I love that we come from a land that was once cottage, and that came from a kind of a deprived life, because you still have that strength and zeal there. But I think it's important to foster a sense of unlimited freedom and unlimited
opportunities, maybe?
More opportunities.
Okay. And so what is your calling? What do you see as your calling?
I think my calling is to teach professionally and write on a prolific level and help liberate people who are oppressed.
And what led you to that particular mission?
My father.
And give me more.
He taught history, a little bit of history and government and economics at one point in high school. For the high school, he taught health. But more importantly, he was a coach to many men, young men who maybe didn't have a father in the home, who came from a background that was kind of wasn't as stable. So a lot of times he would do a lot of the picking up. They would stay over at night at our house sometimes before meets to make sure they weren't out disrupting the night of rest before he competed. And I think this ideal of raising the bar, whether on a racetrack, or in the classroom, or every day you want to raise the bar, and you want to be the best, and you want the person you're competing against to know that either they've won or they've just lost against one of the best. And that type of philosophy is just cemented in me. And so he encouraged me to, without saying it, help those along the way while you're trying to climb the ladder. And that climb the ladder comes out of the issue of growing up in the 60s, and witnessing certain things. So if you couldn't eat at Dairy Queen in 1972 in the South, you couldn't get up to a hamburger. And I can't even understand that. But for him to talk about that and tell stories about different things like that, and then show me videos about the South and different speakers and dictators, and have books around the house, so that just kind of, I swallowed that whole. So,
it sounds like you have a really good notion of your place in time.
Right, without someone telling me my place in time. So that's really important for me.
Well, I'd like for us to talk again, and next time we talk, I'd like to talk about who the leaders are or have been for the last couple of years in Jasper, and how that might compare to the leadership in the past. And I'd also like to ask you about the political issues in Jasper and the political parties in Jasper, and how that may or may not have changed since before the Dragging Death, and in the middle, and so forth, and now. Okay, so those are the two questions that we'll be talking about next time, and that way you'll have a chance to talk to folks if you want to, or think about it a while, so it won't be a surprise to you.
No.
Okay?
No problem.
Deal? All right.